Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to bully their way in. He works his way. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And it all comes down to this: make or miss, win or lose. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And the field goal unit is on the field. And this will be for the win. Never a doubt. Celebration erupts on the sideline as they take the lead in the final seconds.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through, and Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights. And, David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Tucked away in the Shenandoah Valley, Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to James Madison, father of the Constitution and mother of some of the most electric crowds in all of college football when they come out to support the Dukes. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. as we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Pulls and fires complete. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Line gets set, 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A 7-yard pickup, it'll be 2nd and 3. Georgia going up tempo. Brings up 2nd down. He'll try it again. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Handoff from the gun. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Shakes off a tackler. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stopped him short of the marker. They're not into threes, they want sixes, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball too. You could see there right after the third down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball, I want to go to get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, and when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football to make sure you get them on the ground.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. We're lucky that one hit the ground.
And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better?
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Etienne. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Bulldogs in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. 1 more snap coming before halftime. Looking to go up top on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Georgia 14, James Madison 0.
I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Would have been a 52-yard field goal attempt from here, so they'll try to pick up the first down here on fourth. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? The offense lining up for a first down play. To the air, it's Barnett. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Ross. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The aerial assault continues. Makes the grab. It's Knight. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
He's looking for a man on second down. That's reeled in. It's Knight. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Dukes are on the move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
To throw, it's Barnett. Gets it out fast. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now it's second and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give and tick, 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 tick. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved.
He lofts one down the sideline. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. With jet sweep pass. On his feet at the 40. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He's not going to make it, and they'll turn it over on downs, and we're going to have a fight to the finish.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Back to throw, it's Barnett. And the pressure will get there. The sack, down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. A first down for the offense. Looking for room. It's ETN. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Georgia.
And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. That last field goal was a big one. Now it takes a touchdown to beat them. You want to pin them back on the kickoff here. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll throw it on first down. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Brooks Stadium in Conway, South Carolina would appear to be a far cry from the classics, but Chaucer would be very proud of the fight that his Chanticleers will bring to the Teal. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Chanticleers will put total leather and we'll get started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. Right back to the well. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. Lofts one high and deep. And that pass picked off. Bringing it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Offense set on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to find his man on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Washington. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Keep pounding away at this defense. Make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Bennett. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Hit as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. Wants to throw. It's Vasco. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll throw it on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bennett. Touchdown, Coastal! What a grab and go for the score.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. His passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're lining up to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Take over. First and 10.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down. A lot of urgency for this offense. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, 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 the dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship, Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The Dogs come to the line in the hurry-up. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And first down for the offense. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Coastal Carolina 7, Georgia.
First down to start the drive after the break. Quick pass on the jet motion. Across the 35. He's loose. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdoan passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he made the extra point without problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Shots will take over. First and 10.
takes over, and here comes the offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Running back searching for a hole. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Now on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Vasco. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play, clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big kickoff and a first down for this offense.
And there's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Fires to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got him this time. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Washington. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Grabbed on the outside, it's Taylor. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. Quickly complete. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
This offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter in the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down.
He'll take the deep shot. And that ball is picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Just over 30 seconds to play here in the first half as they take over 1st and 10. He wants to throw. The quick out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. 2nd down coming up. Looking downfield, it's Vasco. Fires it incomplete. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Makes a catch past the sticks. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Chanticleers have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quickly complete.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a connection. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Coastal Carolina, 14. Georgia, 7.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
1st and 10.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Nowhere close on that one as he got thrilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking to throw, it's Vasco. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. But this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Georgia going up tempo.
First and goal, Georgia.
A first down run in the red zone. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Georgia.
A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The shot that clears, get it past the sticks.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Makes the catch. It's Washington. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. They're going back to the ground. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Basco. Got his man on the right. Tackled there by the defense.
Great job by the offense. Listen, the defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll give it to him again. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the shot that clears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. In the red area, it's Washington. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third.
That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Dropping back, it's Vasco. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Really nice job there to the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, shot to clear. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't.
Afterburners coming. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. From the 30-yard line on first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. To the ground with the back. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They're getting this guy lathered up. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Looking to throw, it's Vasco. Using the quick game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on third down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Gotta have it here on fourth down. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick six. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
And right down the middle. They'll need to be very sound here. Limit this return and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. He'll be brought down quickly. That's always the risk when you bring it out of the end zone. Do you make it to the 25 or not? In this case, not. start this drive with a pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back. Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Now on the option. Now the pitch. At the 35, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They're going to ride this running back.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite them.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch, called for and made. First down here for the offense. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. On first down, here comes this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's going to take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we're planning to see a few more throughout this game.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass, it's Beck. He's going to throw deep right side. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. On the ground, it's Etienne. Hard-hitting tackle. This defense, with its back to the wall, has been a wall. Now, 4th and goal. What do you think?
Well, if I'm the defense, shoot, I've stuffed you a couple times in a row. I've put that doubt in your head, so I want you to go for it. I'm going to get another stop.
They'll run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
He's got it. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put on a line, it's really nice to have that.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to go option. They're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 4th down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. In any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a successful play.
And the Dogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the ground. He's got it again. Obliterates him. Still on the move. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. The Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Discards a man. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He got it. And that lead grows even bigger. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. From inside the 15, here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is great.
Gets away from one, finds some space. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Busha. Get it out on the screen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the 1st down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Harris. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. What a snag by the defense. He'll try to take it back. The 40. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown Bulldogs. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Handoff to the fullback. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime.
That's the end of the 1st half. With the score, Georgia 17, Air Force 0.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start this 2nd half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning and we failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Inside the 30. The expressway is wide open. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which...
Touchdown, Georgia! And the punishment has been extended. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Goes out of bounds at the 44, but sets his team up with a terrific return. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. On 4th down, going to the air. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
He wants to take the top off. And the ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Here comes the option. Quick toss. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Sticks it in his belly. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
Fullbacks are a dying breed, but when you see them, it just reminds you of the big old neck roll, just huge, stout fire plugs that you don't want to hit. But on short yardage situations, occasionally, you give the big boy the ball. There is no juke button. There is no speed burst. It is all power down your throat, hitting you and falling forward and getting that 1st down.
Quarterback on the keeper. Nice move, create some space. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. The score, Georgia 24, Air Force.
1st down to start the drive after the break. The option look. He'll keep it himself. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Falcons headed quickly to the line. Trying to pick it up on the ground. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through, perfect fashion, breaks the big run, finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking downfield with their wide receivers, too. And all of a sudden now, this offense knocking on the door.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown.
And they'll try to tack on 2. On the option. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Dogs! And the stomping has commenced.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Running to the left. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Throws toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment. And
lets it fly. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he intercepts it. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done.
Touchdown Bulldogs! And the route is on.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the 1st down. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Quick strike complete. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Looking downfield, it's Busha. He wants a big play here late. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Quickly complete. They stop him short of the marker and they'll turn it over on down. 1st down here for the offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Wants to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day.
Sends it downfield. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. Now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of
look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus, those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
So that's going to do it for us. For